My name is Len Hugelworth, and this is my partner Kirk Brown. Together we have 60 years combined experience in the environmental and wastewater industry, and we created a company called Green Start LLC.
Our company is focused on the idea of improving the water quality and the treatment of wastewater. And in doing so, what we have is a technology that changes the approach that's been used for decades. And our approach allows people to not only achieve a better treated water quality, but at the same time save energy and save on the consumables. Our process is very friendly, earth-friendly, environmentally friendly, and typically, unlike other processes, all we have is simply O2 that we add to water.
This is our patented nozzle that allows us to keep the oxygen into solution throughout the wastewater treatment process.
As a kid, we all blew through a straw into a glass of water or milk or something, create a bubble and watched it foam off and so forth. With this process, what happens is it's like adding cream to coffee. It just basically changes the whole texture of the solution. And the result is, because now you have so much oxygen dispersed through the same volume, it becomes very easy for bacteria or even chemical reactions to occur. We've had a business plan and a marketing plan as we developed as part of our original strategy. What this program has allowed us to do is go back and revisit that, ensure that what we're bringing forth is viable and an avenue for profitability.
We typically present our application to engineering firms and other wastewater operators that know the science. So this has allowed us to simplify it so the common investor could understand.
The other thing this program does for us is that we intend to do some third-party validation with the university, Iowa State University. So for us, it gives us an avenue to some groups, some technical people to help support our claims even further. There's a very big need for better ways to treat wastewater. And in doing this, what we're going to be able to do is not only help people improve the quality of the wastewater they discharge to rivers and streams or into the ground, we're also going to be able to help them save energy. Because one of the biggest things about our product is we can reduce the energy footprint by as much as 70%.
We're Iowa Adaptive Technologies. We're improving patient outcomes by providing unique means of disabled patients being able to communicate.
We developed the Iowa Smart Switch in order to enable hospitalized patients and patients in long-term care who are not able to speak and who are very limited in their ability to move to be able to summon help and then communicate what their needs are.
This has previously been an unserved market. The Joint Commissions has mandated that this type of technology be used. If we were to use this technology in the hospital, we would save 444,000 adverse events per year. That translates to 5.2 billion. And on top of that, there's also a savings of 1,100 lives per month.
This is a uniquely patented technology. It takes into account all the factors that these patients experience in a hospital and really adjusts to what they need. And it allows patients with only a singular physical capability to control multiple devices, be it a nurse call, a speech generating device so they can communicate with the nurse when they arrive, or even control their pain pump so they could administer their own pain medicine whenever they're feeling pain.
The needs of patients who are unable to communicate have always sort of been there. Only recently has the medical world sort of taken notice of that, in part because the Joint Commission, the accreditor, is now requiring all hospitals to address the communication needs of all patients, and obviously the patients who are on vents and cannot move are extremely susceptible.
It's very intrinsically rewarding. You always feel good about going to work and delivering something that is not just going to be profitable for your company and your shareholders, but is going to truly benefit society in an impactful way.
This business competition has really helped us plan for the future, plan what we need in order to continue as a viable company, and really succeed in the long term.
We are very thankful to be involved with this, and I think that one of the spin-outs of being involved in a competition like this is you are prepared to enter the market aggressively.
Pear Deck is a formative assessment and presentation tool that lets every single student in the class respond to the teacher's questions simultaneously and then bring those answers up in a unique aggregate but anonymous projector display, so students can really see what everyone else in the classroom thinks, and the discussion can be generated from these different opinions. There's a personalized aspect to Pear Deck, which is that every single student, not just the one who's raising the hand and being called on by the teacher, but every student is thinking about the content and generating an answer through their own mind and their own ideas and putting that out on, through their computer. So that's one part. It's really getting every student to think. The second part is this collaborative sort of social part, which is that now I'm not just hearing that one peer who said their opinion out loud. I get to see what everyone thinks, and we can start to see some patterns in what people are saying. And then from the teacher's point of view, they really get to see each individual student's answer and can get a quick glimpse to see if students are understanding the material or if people are really confused and maybe the teacher needs to back up a minute. So there's several different layers happening that really change the kind of interactions that can happen in the classroom. Pear Deck is a Google Drive app. It all lives in the cloud. It's all organized in your Google Drive. Teachers create this presentation, they make it live, and then students can join it from their web browser on their computers. I think it's good to stop and take stock of what we've done so far and what really our plan is going forward, and having something like the business plan competition really forced us to think about what our strategy actually is, put that out on paper, and as a founding team, I think it made us talk about things we hadn't talked about in a while and realize we had some differences of opinion too. The response has been incredible. Twitter is not something that I use very much myself, and I'm always shocked to go on there and just see how much people are tweeting about us and teachers are recommending us to each other. So that's been really wonderful to see. I'm really excited by how much we're hearing already that students who don't normally participate in class and normally zone out or sit quietly are now engaging and are excited to participate with Pear Deck. So it feels like we have the opportunity here to reach all kinds of students who are otherwise kind of dropping out of the educational process.